Alright, what is good, you guys? Let's get right into this video. So if you guys have seen the recent news, Harvard came out with a study saying that aliens are among us and that they're in the moon. And the reason why I laugh is because as astral travelers and as starseeds ourselves, we already knew this. And the fact that they're talking about ETs among us, they call starseeds what do they call it? Cryptoterrestrials. They have new terminology now for starseeds and the different ETs among us and stuff like that, which is really cool. So I'm like, wow, they're talking about us and they're talking about our family. This is amazing, right? Finally, we are getting somewhere when it comes to where society is in terms of this knowledge. Now, what I found fascinating, because today we're here to talk about the moon more specifically. Now, they talked about beings living in the moon and among us. There was another video that said that these beings among us are here to save the planet and that the humans can't save themselves, so they're here to save us and they're our only hope, which I found even more fascinating, right? But again, we're here to focus on the moon. So let me say this. They said that they're within the moon and that the moon is a spaceship or it's a hollowed out vessel of some sort. Now I'm going to explain to you what is really happening with the moon. So the moon is an artificial base, meaning that it is not an actual moon, but it was brought here, it was towed here. Again, if you aren't fully in awareness of this, or you feel like it's still kind of too sci-fi, or you don't believe it yet, it's fine. Let it click, because as you see, they're releasing this joint slowly, and I'm telling you what is actually in there. So it is, I'm going to put a picture up here. It is a space center. And what's fascinating was they were telling me about the moon again about a week ago. I was getting a briefing about the moon a little more. Now, you know, when the Galactic Federation briefs you on something, you're like, okay, what is gonna come out related to this, right? And then they came out saying that there's aliens among us and they're in the moon too. So I was like, all right, here we go. So let's talk about what's actually in there. It is a spaceship, and it is a base to essentially monitor the Earth and this area of the galaxy. So you guys know how important Earth is, or if you don't, just know that Earth is a very important planet, and it is a colony, a human colony to the other beings out there. So the humans that are on this planet, this is a version of human that is also out there. So it is a human colony, just one that was placed under quarantine because they didn't want the people knowing yet that they're here. They wanted essentially the humans to evolve on their own without outside interference, right? But as you can see, there's been outside interference with the NAA, or the negative alien agenda. So of course now they had to send starseeds and things like that over these thousands of years. The moon was brought in, and many cultures actually label the moon as artificial and brought in by the gods, or brought in by these other highly advanced beings. They talk about times when the moon was not there and times when the moon showed up and was brought there, right? Very fascinating information. Now I'll tell you, I've astral projected many times to the moon before and last night. And I always used to tell you guys, especially on TikTok and Instagram, I used to say the moon is fake and it is a hollowed out vessel to essentially monitor this area of the galaxy. They're going to put it right on Earth so they can monitor Earth, keep track of everything that's going on, be of support, but also be of watchful for the rest of the galaxy, right? For this arm of the galaxy. So I want you to be aware of that there's so many different types of ET beings in there. We're going to get into that in 1 minute, but I just want you to be aware of this. And this fact should not deter you from the understanding that the moon still has an energetic frequency that affects us. It's designed to act like a moon, but it's not. So this is where you'll hear some conscious people talk about how the moon controls us and stuff like that. Okay, at one point it was used to control the frequency of the planet by emitting frequencies, but now it's not like that. The moon's energy is actually very helpful still But it's put like that on purpose. It's still meant to act like a moon, but it's not a moon. Now, there's many studies talking about how the moon is hollow, and NASA been saying this and all that stuff. So this has been being said for a long time, but now people are like, okay, there's something in this damn thing. Because there is. It's a whole thing. Now let's talk about what it looks like in there, okay? So there's different layers, and each layer has like a different purpose, and a lot of them are very classified. If you're just a regular astral projector, you won't get access to the moon. But if you are a starseed, especially if you are a starseed that works heavily with these beings, you will have access to it. So I'll tell you what I'm allowed to tell you about what is in there, as I've been in there multiple times. Now, there's so much activity around the moon. Like, there's so much activity, always spaceships flying around. There's always beings going in and out. And the different types of beings that are in there, there's grays. I love the grays. They're amazing. The short grays, the tall grays. Now, this is general. We're talking, this is be like me saying, oh, there's dark skinned humans, there's white skinned humans, right? I'm just talking classifications of species that I saw and that are in there. There's the short grays, there's the tall grays. There are a lot of human looking ones like Nordics, and there is dark skinned humans as well, very dark skinned ones, very cool beings. There is a lot of there's a lot of grays and a lot of insectoids as well. It's a very mixed civilization when you go up in there. Very fascinating. And they keep stressing about how they're always there. And I spoke to them last night, and they were like, we're always here, Cash. We're always going to be here, as you've known. But now you could have access. Like, for some reason last night, they were like, you have more access here. Before it was like, you come, you see what's up, keep doing your mission on Earth. But now they kept talking to me about you could come in here now. So I've been going there pretty often, and it's like I'm getting briefings. I'm getting information about what I need for the Earth mission. I'm getting understandings about what's really going on, what they're preparing Earth for. The whole shift is happening right now. And as you could see how they've been announcing, okay, ETs are real, and no doubt, they're literally saying no doubt that they're real, and saying that they're among us blatantly. Like, there's no more, like beating around the bush, you know what I'm saying? They're not doing that no more, which is amazing, because now they are speaking about us. So all of our interactions as beings that are connected to these beings, these crypto extraterrestrials, they call us, we've always been in connection, and they've known that. They know this. And now they're telling you, yes, we're blatantly telling y'all we've been known about this. So there is going to be a time as Starseeds, all of y'all watching, when people are going to be needing you for information about what's really going on out there. This is why we're here, because we're here to help this transition. We're here to help this spiritual war, this non-physical war happening to play. This is World War III. I will say that right now. But they're getting to the point where they're going to tell everybody this. But look at how they already came out with this. But the moon has these layers in it, and different bases for different things. So one layer is for like sleeping quarters. One is like a office and like a school ground. There's then like a training area, like open training area, and like food area. And there's also a very an area they cannot access, that you're not supposed to go to. And I think it has, I talked about this last time, but I think there's also negative alien agenda beings in there that operate as well. But the thing is, the moon was like different beings operated it at one point. So way back in the day, it was negative ETs we talked about, and now, or malevolent ETs, and now it is positive or benevolent ETs. But it's like they have it 90%, the other 10% is like see, this is where I don't fully understand. But they would just keep telling me, don't worry about that, Cash. Just know that this is your home base and you good. And when I would go there, I felt safe. I felt like home. So you guys, as Cryptoterrestrials, you guys could go there, okay? And you could ask your guides to bring you there if you want to. I actually brought a bunch of astral travelers there last night, And if you're in the server, you know we talked about that just yesterday. I said I was going to bring y'all to either Moon or Mars. And we went to the Moon. Really damn cool and fun. So you guys, don't forget, if you want, you could join the server as well. So I will put that there for y'all to join. And we are active in there every Tuesday and Thursday. There's also different parts of my team who are all Cryptoterrestrials, who are all in there as well. So if you guys want to join us, don't forget that we there. But I wanted to bring this to y'all's attention because you as a Starseed or Cryptoterrestrial have access to this stuff. You have access to the Moon, and you also are being prepared, getting ready to play your role more blatantly. So you are going to be playing your role soon to come. Now, there's still a few things that have to happen, but what I can say is that we're getting ready. And as you can see, they are getting ready. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Talk soon.